Hello, Naika. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
It's your first time watching the show?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm
happy.
Show?
Is this the first time on your show?
Watching.
Well, watching the show? No. I mean,
Okay.
Come on, Evelyn. You know that people are watching you and I'm watching you. I see you. I've commented, but you're so popular, you probably don't remember.
I ain't popular. I was just doing my part in the work, for real, for real. How you doing, Naika?
I am good. I'm exhausted, but I am great. I am blessed. I am living in gratitude right now because there's a lot going on, as you know already.
Do you want to first introduce yourself, who you are, and then we talk about Project Satan? Because your story is unbelievable.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I am Naika Charles D'Haiti, one of the co-founders of Project Satan, as well as the executive director. Project Satan has been working tirelessly since 2008 in the community of Camping. So 13 years strong in education and community development. That is our mission, which is very important for a country like ours, education and community development. So this is who I am. Outside of that, I have a corporate background in executive leadership, but Haiti, Project Satan, the people of Haiti are a focus of mine, and it will continue to be a focus of mine, not just during this time, meaning devastating times, but always. So this is part of who I am. Married, have a beautiful son. I'm about to be a grandma at 46, which is great. And again, I am a blessed woman.
Can I say something? You are living your truth. I can see that. I can feel that. Who exactly? Because the story is, Naika, tu non travail corporate, faut dire ça. Parce que pour nous connaître que Naika pas de besoin ou bien nécessité faire ça le faire parce que lui senti c'était direction ça était supposé aller. Je dis on va parler de communautaire là mais avant on va parler de destiny, de qui est très important parce que the show is mostly about this at the beginning. About, if I can tell your story, you had a corporate job, you were living in the States, having the life, so they must say the life, et vous réalisez, you were existing, you were not living. What happened?
Well, that's a very good point you make. I worked at L'Oreal for 14 years, okay? So for anyone who's watching right now who knows L'Oreal as the biggest beauty company in the world, you already know that I've worked really hard in my life.
14 years.
14 years, okay? So that really set the tone for who I am and how I operate when it comes to working, whether it's corporate or nonprofit, okay? And after L'Oreal, I went to Diva Curl. For the curly women and men in this chat, in this live, Diva Curl also set the tone for where I am today because I became the chief of staff with the general manager that left L'Oreal, resigned from L'Oreal, and recruited me as his first hire after working with him for such a long time. In 2019, Uglin, I decided to resign from my corporate life.
No, 2019, 2009.
2019, I decided to resign from my corporate life. Yep, it was 2019, very recent.
So basically, full time.
To do this full time, and then COVID happened, life happened. I was supposed to put my own business underground, my own company, my own trademark. And I have to say that while COVID happened, it also gave me an opportunity to restructure Project Satan, to strengthen the team, because right now we went from a team of 3 to 6 to about 21 ambassadors, all of which are 100% volunteers. I have to stress that, very important. Everyone at Project Satan has a full-time job. and they are volunteering their time 100%. That is something that people need to take a note of when it comes to especially grassroots organizations. So for me, the reason why to go back to the decision of giving my life, my energy, my time, my love to Haiti is because we need more people, not just like me. Okay, there are definitely a lot more people like me, other organizations like Project Sintan. We need more people that can truly commit to change, to transform lives in Haiti. So 13 years will never go in vain for me or Project Sintan or the community of Compiègne, which is where I am right now. But I'm sure we'll get to that. So it's personal, I have to say, as a Haitian woman who left, a young girl who left Haiti back in 1991, January 11 to be exact. Bon, c'est déchouqué le 7 janvier, so m'pap j'oublié ça. Et c'est encore ça, c'est personnel, okay? But I have to say that when that happened, and at 15 years old, and looking at where I am today, it's a real testament to what it means to really love your country and your people. Because turning my back on the people, despite what happened, was not an option.
Naika, let me ask a question. Let me go there. You had a comfortable life, corporate job. What, first of all, you explained pretty much the project. Why Akin? Why did you choose Akin?
Compiègne.
I'm sorry. Why did you choose Compiègne?
Okay. So my mother, very good question. I'm loving this. My mother is from Compiègne. My father is from Ansavo, Saint-Anne pour Saint-Anne. I was born and raised in Port-au-Prince, went to school in Port-au-Prince. Bear with me 1 second. One of PSA's ambassadors is trying to give me a stand for my phone so that I can talk to you a little more comfortably. So excuse me. Can you see me well, or is it worse than before? Can you see me well?
I see you well now.
Okay. So my mother is from Compiègne. So I grew up in Port-au-Prince, born and raised in Port-au-Prince, but grew up coming to Compiègne every July, especially pour la fête de Saint-Anne, qui est le 26 juillet. My mom's birthday is July 27. So as a family, we never, ever turned our back on our community, which is a huge asset. To be able to,
Between me and you, we pas kon Compiègne, non?
Eh ben, m'a tanu Iglin, t'invito déjà m'a pour invito sous live là avec tout le monde qui là yo. OK, que Compiègne son petit côté à part, OK? Non seulement son petit côté à part, it's of course I can be biased because that's where I'm from, but I have to say whether or not you have the means to live a good life or not, tout le monde vraiment son. It's one community. Tout le monde a travaillé pour aider communauté à développer. So, because my mom is from the community, it's only right that back in 2008, 2 of my cousins and I, over a phone call, we were getting ready to come to the trip as usual, and we decided to start by really distributing un plat chaud, okay, by the church. That's how Project Sintan started. It did not start with an idea of having a nonprofit organization. It started with a simple idea of a plat chaud, okay, for the poor people, our brothers and sisters outside of Sintan's church, about 100 people. To date, every July, don't
worry.
Okay, and it has been raining nonstop. I just wanted to point that out.
When I said don't worry for the noise behind you, don't worry about the noise. We understand.
Okay. So back in 2008, that's how it started. And in addition to that, up to this year, we've distributed every July over 2,000, whether it's hot plates or food kits. Because, for example, with COVID, nous pas rassembler moun en 2020. Nous pas rassembler moun en juillet ça se passe là. So nous allons dans plusieurs autres zones en deux communautés hein, parce que moins qu'une communauté hein, mon ambassadeur local projet cette année comme communauté hein, we make sure to have representation from each sub communities pour bagay yo ka fait bien chaque fois que nous allons faire distribution alimentaire, distribution hygiène, etc. It's a movement. It's a movement that is transparent, that is done in a fashion where we're not just dropping off food kits and stuff like that. We're messengers also. We're messaging out to the people. We connect with the people as we do this giving back movement. So I can tell you right now, back in between 2008 and now, the Feast of Sainte Anne, every July, c'est non fondation projet Sainte Anne. Ça veut dire que ça pas jamais laguer. OK, là où élève déjà assuré surtout dans la communauté hein, côté que gagne un pile volontaire, OK, ti moun qui dans projet Sainte Anne, c'est eux même qui connaît de nous préparer kit etc. OK? So to give you phase by phase how projet Sainte Anne grew in 2011 is when we became an official nonprofit organization. 2011, okay? I was working at L'Oreal, spoke to my boss, told him, here's this, that. He said, go for it. And the team and myself, we then decided that we need to attaquer education. Comment que nous capables envisager, okay, something sustainable. I came to Campaign, okay, with Lindsay Gonai, okay, who's one of the head of operations, RJM purchasing, okay, so he and myself, we did a clear assessment. You have to assess before you start doing great work, okay? You have to assess. So then when we did that assessment, we started with 8 students in our sponsorship program that year, 8. To date, we have 250 students in our sponsorship program. How is that done? That is done, honestly, through friends, family, our networks, our colleagues, etc. Remember, we're grassroots. What does it mean to sponsor 250 students? It means that Uglin, par exemple, donates $150 for the year to sponsor a child, which is about $13 a month. Now, something important to note before you ask the next question, because if you do not nurture yourself, you cannot learn. With that $150 donation for the year also comes with a meal. Parce que nous tous connaissons qu'en Haïti, l'école yo pas manger, c'est l'école faut payer pour ça, pour manger. Okay? So dans $150 là, the students sponsored by Project Sainte Anne also gets a meal. They get a backpack with basic supplies every back to school. So I'm going to take a pause and let you. $150 pour l'année. OK? Parce que bon, c'est là que vraiment, c'est pas en compétition. Je ne veux pas faire la différence avec les autres parce que il y a un pile bonne organisation dehors. C'est juste pour me stresser. I have to make sure that I'm focused on the fact that there is reason to believe that when you're doing something for people, you have to do it in a fashion where it's realistic, okay? Because there's a lot of good that we could do if we put our heads together. And $150 for a year, Uglin, I mean, come on. We know not everyone can afford it, but we know what $150 a year makes. We know how we know how $150 can be spent over a cocktail and a few appetizers.
I know $150 could buy 3 tickets to an event of my shows. I know $150 could buy 3 subscribers. And I know $150 is my hair budget, for example. It's crazy.
It's a facial cream. It's a facial cream for some of the women on this live. So
It's crazy.
For the men
But
too.
you know what? I think it's a question of, I don't know if the NGOs can market, but I think it's a question of marketing. How come I didn't know that? Are people aware of this?
It depends. It depends on the people you're talking about. I will say that a lot of people are aware. I think that people don't make the connection with how aware they should be when it comes to education, especially, and what it takes to give that gift that keeps on giving, that can save a country. Because majorité, malgré tout, c'est ti moun seulement qui a fait des fêtes dans le pays. Okay, so that's
I think
where...
it's fun to bagay, mais moun pas suspend have sex. They're fucking non-stop. You bagay distraction. This is no filter. This is no filter.
Kite moun no, gen l'autre mbari, oui,
Yo,
oh,
distraction. There are people, they are fucking. And when they fuck, you got kids, more misery. Better. Don't fuck. They have to fuck. What else can they do? We must fuck.
Listen, well, this is where I have to say that I hear you. This is a no filter show.
I'm sorry. I'm going to get avocado. That's why I'm going to get my shows. But I'm sorry. Let's go to the subject.
No, I just have to make a point on that note. One of the most important projects as it relates to education is also sex education. In our society, okay? We do not talk to our children about sex. So, m'a besoin di nou pou moun ki en province, okay? Pour moun en général, okay? So, là, déjà, en partant, nous toutes subi de ça parce que parents nous, grands-parents nous, pas de parler de sexe avec nous. So we are here, even as an organization, nous pas qu'à faire tout, but I can tell you, it is part of our plan to make sure that sex education is going to be part of the curriculum when we have our campus, which is one of the biggest projects that Project Satan has right now. A campus will be built from kindergarten into professional school. Nous gen terrain nous déjà, ok? Construction là, t'as supposé commencer, mais malheureusement, avec ça privé là, we have an emergency, a long-term recovery, so there's a lot to consider. So
it's
I
a
just
great
wanted to point that
opportunity
out.
also. Je pense que dans le moment, ça sont gros opportunité pour Haïti encore. Et ça, commence dans presque 2 semaines que bagal arrivé. C'est pour les femmes haïtiens involved comme ça. Yo dit qu'on bagay, m'pa bay étranger gérer pour moi encore. M'am gérer affaire. Moi ouais en pile monde qui décide prendre avion, entrer, vinn souterrain, vinn faire bagay eux même et me souhaiter que tout reste sur le long terme parce que nous bon pour connecter ensemble vite, mais n'oubliez vite, me souhaiter que changement ça moi li vraiment surprendre moi et me souhaiter le rester, regardez vous même. Vous êtes en confort au New York. Vous êtes pas si venir en Haïti. Ou venir, nous content ou pas qu'être moun tourner même si c'est pas seulement pour ça venir, but I love this. I love seeing que this time around us Haitians are involved.
Well, I'm happy that you are mentioning this because there is clearly a movement right now around Haïtien cap supporter Haïtien. We have a hashtag that we created as soon as the earthquake hit, okay, Le Grand Sud, and we had a concert. Project Saint-Anne actually was honored by quite a few people that I am going to mention right now. And I don't want to forget names, so I will only mention Cynthia Viana and Melly Max Events, pour Chant Apollon avec Melissa, who initiated.
I know these people. Melissa and I went together.
A concert for Haiti, okay, with Project Satan, and a bunch of artists, okay, a bunch of artists joined forces, combined forces to make it happen in 5 days. Volunteers alike, sound people, lighting. This is a shout out to all of them. 5 days. here's what I'm going to say in reference to what you just said right now. What you just said right now cannot stop now. Okay? For Haiti, by Haitians, okay, is the hashtag. For Haiti by Haitians. That doesn't mean that we don't welcome international support. That is not what this means. It means that international support can co-lead to support what is happening right now. And that goes for all of us as Haitian people. Merci. That goes for all of us as Haitian people. The type of message that we're sending to the world right now doesn't stop today. We can't speak for others, but I think it is time that what we're doing right now in terms of supporting each other, okay, a fait qu'on bit que n'a fait la kounya, c'est pour continuer comme ça, pour que pour une fois, pour une autre, que ça qu'a fait là gon continuité, parce que 13 years, I can tell you right now, this isn't just because. This is because this country, the people of Haiti especially, deserve better. So, faut nous continuer travail là.
No filter moment. Listen, I love this. I love this.
Okay.
You are living your truth, Naika. C'est comme si t'adou ou c'est exemple parfait que ou moun ou pas décider exister ou décider vivre. You are living your truth because c'est ça ou connaît ou vient régler sous terre et c'est ça. Moi prêcher dans live ça. I preach this on this live every day. I tell people, you may be making $200,000, have this beautiful car, but your life doesn't have sense because you're not serving. Because at the end of the day, we all born with a talent to serve, not to only take, enjoy, and enjoy for ourselves. Ou pas jamais faire pour tête tout seulement. Oui, ben là là sous, ben servir pour mais qui soit fait pour l'autre.
You know,
you are a pure example, and I big you up for this because tout est savoir motiver plus diaspora moun ici connaît que la vie c'est pas seulement physique là, c'est mettre sens dans la vie. Parce que regardons exemple de modèle, Naika Charles D'Haiti qui a tout diplôme ça, toute qualification ça, tu as choisi vivre la belle vie aux États-Unis. Mais pour lui la vie fait sens. L'elle vient là Haïti, il vient aider moun. Imaginez-nous si 10 000 moun décident de faire ça. Et puis, nous ne pouvons pas gérer le pays, nous. Nous avons ONG, nous avons ambassade, nous avons consulat, nous disons ça. Seul monde qui peut changer Haïti, c'est Haïtien.
Bon, pas de mentir dans ça, et je pense que, wow, how can I say this without compromising myself? You know, I also think
it's
that,
okay.
No. I think that this is also an opportunity, okay, for all Haitians, okay, all Haitians. Cette affaire de diaspora, moi, je suis un bon diaspora. Quand dit, il y a plusieurs monde depuis que pensé à moi, yo voyez musique, gardons bon diaspora. Il y a plusieurs bon diaspora, but we need to stop dividing ourselves as Haitian people. Need to que nous avancer ensemble. How can we be on mission together as people? This is important.
Listen,
it's important that we recognize the power we have within.
I love
to do
saying the
things.
word diaspora parce que diaspora peut-être une connotation négative, mais même moi, diaspora comme une connotation positive. Moi-même, pour moi, diaspora représentait 33% économie pays. Diaspora représentait changement. Diaspora représentait pour moi espoir. So même là, me dit diaspora, moi dit espoir, moi dit l'argent, moi dit aide, moi ouais tout bagage qui bon. Parce qu'à the end of the day, quand j'aime que pas v'lem, depuis toute année ça au garçon après jouer oui. C'est ça pour nous by diaspora from yo oui kounya. L'aime parler de ça puis moun la peur, but guess what? So kounya c'est chose diaspora oui. Pour tourner sous terre en Haïti, pour tourner la Kaili, pour dire qu'on nous bagaille, m'appelle même dans pas là. Pendant trop longtemps, nous excluons diaspora. Naika, I had to make them swallow me. But diaspora pendant longtemps, but I will still consider diaspora. Even the way I act sometimes is so different. Parce que Haïtien, local là, people want to différence du diaspora. It's okay, but guess what? avec ça, je suis apprendre le bois, je viens aider pays. So, là, je dis diaspora, c'est là toute positivité, ça me dit diaspora. Et je veux diaspora, on connaît que il y a une place là. Parce que plus diaspora, c'est déconnecté. Il y a plus diaspora, il fait peur. Il y a plus diaspora, parents, ils pas allez non, courir. Et chaque fois qu'on catastrophe qui arrive, on excuse que vous pouvez parler plus. Au contraire, diaspora, ça c'est chaque moment ça qui est signe qui dit c'est pour donner, c'est pour faire changement, c'est pour aider. Parce que des fois, vous n'avez pas de mieux. So, vous ne pensez que vous, même Naika, comme diaspora, ou pas contribuer dans le changement sans faire un compagnon? Listen, soit je dis pour vous, je dis pour vous, ok? Big up to you, et vous pensez que c'est un bon moment pour diaspora. Nous allons finir, d'ailleurs, on dit, qui plus gros urgence qu'on gagne, qui plus gros nécessité qu'on besoin pour pendant très moment là.
OK. Bon, et Hugueline, merci encore. Avant que nous finissions live ça, la campagne là, par exemple, jeudi, we were supposed to do assessment. Urgence qui gagne là, m'kadou sincèrement, OK, c'est manger important, c'est vrai, mais there's no shelter. Okay, a lot of people, for example, as a priority for Projet Saint-Anne, we have 250 students, 167 students and their families have lost their homes. So that is a priority for Project Saint-Anne. How do we assess, okay, clearly and transparently to see how their living arrangements are going to be? We are going to make sure that we go into each and every sub-community to deliver food kits and all of that. So the urgent is greater than great in every sense of the word. Tout bagay urgent le moment ça. Medical supplies are urgent because c'est le Grand Sud tout. So ça veut dire que non seulement Projet Saint-Anne a fonctionné là, la communauté campéréen, but what we are being given right now is also going to be able to help other areas such as Lekay, Pistel, Jérémy, and Savo, if we receive enough donations and if we have already concluded our work in our own community. The reason why I'm saying this to you right now is because there's a lot of great collaboration happening with PSA right now in this moment, and we're very grateful for it. Collaboration from all over the world. So in order for the work to be done well, we're going to try our best to spread the love and the goods that have been donated. How much has been donated? I can tell you right now, if you're talking in kind donations, it's going to be continuous, okay? Because there's stuff coming in. We're purchasing stuff in Haiti to support local businesses. I wanted to make sure I stress that. That's something we've always been doing at Project Saint-Anne. And we also have a lot of sponsors on Haiti that have done really right by PSA. So far, if my memory serves me right, on our website, we've collected so far $46,000, okay? And our goal is $100,000 right now, which means PSAHaiti.org is where you would go to make a donation.
Is it PSAHaiti.org? Because somebody just posted it.
PSAHaiti.org, yes.
Why is it somebody? Okay, this one. Okay, let me pin it.
Co-founders of Project Saint-Anne. Thank you, Linda. So
PSAHaiti.org. People can just go to their website and donate from this website.
Exactly. And as well, I'm sorry.
I'm collecting 1,000 tents, campy tents. Moi, j'arrive sous 100 hier, je m'a privé 200 semaines ça. M'a fini avec ça au complet. Once I finish with this, je ne vais pas faire trop de en même temps, parce que je vais pas de mon subscription, je vais pas de documentaire, je vais pas de sponsor pour me vivre, je vais pas de pour this and that, parce que depuis mon sponsor en Haïti, l'argent, you can imagine. So, connaît que vous mettez compter sur moi, parce que nos filtres sont fausses, parce que là, nous parlons de bagages ici, c'est ça que moi, il y a un monde de qualité. Pas de monde qui vient là faire shower, vient parler en pile, parler beurre. ouais, m'bagay ba ça dans life, moi, m'bagay ça dans followers, moi. Ça veut dire c'est les moun, les involve. My followers, en mettant engagement pour mi-septembre jusqu'à décembre pour nous sponsor au moins 100 timoun. À $150 l'année. $150 si moun n'a pas l'école pour un an, li gen manger, ça l'école li. So kounya m'konne que bagay yo difficile, m'a ba nous suppose, but mi-septembre, m'wala gen encore 100 nan nous, pare kon nous, pour nous bay psa.org, $150 pour nous sponsor ou timoun. Guys, le bagay sa yo rive m'di ça, c'est pas un cadeau, c'est pas chance pour gen chance pour là. C'est travail ou comme citoyen to give back. So, les gens qui ont fait travail extraordinaire, me dit bravo, ben c'est normal. L'orgue chance gagner, fuck ou bail. C'est pas que ou penser, ou réfléchir, ou pas connaître. Chaque mois paye caillou, chaque mois paye machine, chaque mois fait chevaux. Et puis, ou pas qu'à give back, c'est ou obligation, ou aux États-Unis, ou quelque chose pas. Si, ou quelque chose de nous travail, c'est pas le moment pour bail dos, c'est le moment pour bail face et help back. That's all I'm saying. Là, je dis haïtien fait travail extraordinaire. C'est travail citoyen nous. Nous pas qu'à 4 millions de diaspora et 12 millions haïtiens. Et puis, nous avons l'autre monde aider nous dans le monde. Hello, people. Nous qu'à sauver le pays, nous pour contre nous. Why? Why call the international all the time? Why? Le pour nous concert nous fait, le pour nous français si nous fait, et puis là, nous pouvons aider, nous gratter tête nous. Nous avons combien de bénédictions, là, nous aider au monde. Bliez ça, moi, je ne retour. Mais $150, guys. Nous avons fait Claude Bazotti, I'm sorry, il faut me dire ça. Pourquoi même vous direz, mes soldats en rouge? Là, il faut un gros programme de Gypsy Kings. Mes soldats en rouge. Là, il faut un
connais, oui, Glyn, mal le programme tout le temps. Vous faites bel programme. Shout out to you for Dream Promo and all of your.
Pas critiquer nous pour ça. Considérez ce programme lié. Mais programme ça, c'est un programme long terme. C'est pas un programme que nous vite danser, nous besoin ça pour danser. I know. My job is to make you dance. But guess what? Considérez ça, c'est programme Ukraine Kounien. Programme Kounien relais donations. Al sous PSA. Fais comme si c'est un Claude Boss qui n'a venu. Fais comme si c'est un Gypsy King n'a venu. Haiti.org. Psa.org. Donate $150 for the year, guys. Même si nous, ouais, m'a dit nous merci. Pourquoi des mounio paye $50? I charge $50 for my channel to watch me on Instagram. I charge. Et il y a des gens qui pas subscribe. Guess what? Moun qui subscribe, they get a advantage. Pourquoi même moun qui subscribe? I'm grateful. So, quand il y a moun qui subscribe, yo, chaque $150 s'il vous plaît, même si vous n'avez pas gagné, planifiez pour 15 septembre. Ou pas avoir 15 septembre, by the fin septembre. Mais, s'il te plaît, fais ça pour moi, guys. $150 pour année. Psa.org. That's it, man. I did my part. You know I'm going to spread the word around. Je dis à la même personnellement, m'apprendre un pile bagage, pas qu'on a fait programme $150 ça. Listen, faut me visiter Capérin soon. M'a tout fait un documentaire pour nous vendre Capérin positivement. Parce que ça va le travail final là. Pour nous revendre Haïti, revendre côté ça pour touristes venir and everything. And Naika, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for what you do. And thank you for living your truth.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Eglin. You know, our work continues. So, pour tout le monde k'ap gade yo, for all of you on the live, and especially the PSA team stateside that is working their full-time job and making sure that we are continuing this mission. Thank you for everyone that's donated. Thank you for everyone that will donate. Thank you. PsaHaiti.org. M'a dit un dernier slogan qui est important que nous gagnons le projet Sainte-Anne. Aider projet Sainte-Anne, c'est aider Timounio. Aider Timounio, c'est aider Haïti. Aider Haïti, c'est aider tête pao. Aider. Merci en pile.
I'll see you soon, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Guys, c'était Naika Charles D'Haiti, ok? Moi, mais histoire ça pour plusieurs raisons. Bien sûr, pour projet Sainte-Anne, nous parler de ça. Mais Naika sorti de confort, parce que son monde qui est qualifié, qui plein de diplômes, qui est dans le corporate world, qui te dit, just you know what? let me continue my corporate life and live the life. Guess what? Li senti que t'a existé, mais il décide de vivre. So, jodi a la, m'a dit nous ça, Haïti a vivre un moment côté que nous avons opportunité pour vivre tout. C'est pas combien d'argent on a fait, c'est pas combien belle car ou c'est pas belle machine. Est-ce qu'on va vivre? Pendant qu'on pas vivre là, est-ce qu'on est que des fois c'est pendant des crises qu'on a joindre qui sont vivre. Jodi a sou gen opportunité ou le confort ou à l'aise, premièrement dit merci. Parce que c'était qu'à ou même, c'est pas maman, c'est que doit n'importe monde connaît qui proche nous, qui connaît là, dans le sud là, pendant que la puissance il pas de moyen pour couvrir tête. Imaginez-vous, guys. So, dis merci pour ça et fais devoir nous comme citoyens. It is your duty as a citizen to give back. I'm not begging anybody. It's totally normal that if you have to give back. Pas grave faire de 10%, 30%, 40%, malamonta à moun. And again, give back là, it's not always about money. You can donate blood. You can post the flyer. You can donate clothing. You can donate so much. You don't have any of this? Give your time. Be a volunteer. But you have to give back. As I promised, this show for the next 7 days is going to focus on organizations that do this type of works. Because c'est de voir même comme citoyen pour me protéger. Moi, faire le dream, mener bel artiste, mais qu'on y a femme fait moun yo ouais, qui organisation qui fiable. Et moi, content ouais, combien organisation qui gérée par Haïtiens. Parce que c'est seul Haïtien pour changer Haïti. Si n'apton ONG, n'apton ambassade, n'apton consulat, guess what? Pour qu'on ait exemple dans le monde, aucun monde ça a changé pays, l'autre monde. Pays pour là, c'est pour gérer. Et affaire de monde qui dit, c'est mon nom, pas des sud, but guess what? Nous tous ces mêmes pays. C'est comme si on a un avion. Il y a qui différentes sections. Mais les avions ont tombé, tout le monde a mouru. Pas de fait de ça, t'es plus sauvé, pas de comme ça. So pour sauver Haïti, il y a parce qu'on parle mon sud, ou c'est mon nord, ou c'est mon Port-au-Prince. Bullshit. Fuck nous, get involved. Église pour vous servir every morning here, No Filter Live at 9 a.m. As you know, to support my show, please go on my website, tlcvips.com, tlcvips.com, or contact me by WhatsApp, +509 34 41 39 82, plus 609 34 41 39 82. Last request, people that want to support by buying a tent, go to my bio on Instagram. Click in my bio, you're going to see a link, not one link, Amazon. When you click link, you're going to find 4 tents, 4 models of tents. You choose the model that you prefer. When you choose a model, that tent goes directly for the kids. It's going to be shipped to Haiti. So if you want to donate a tent, the most emergency thing that they need right now is puela and tent. Kounya moun yo besoin pour bagay pour yo couvrir. Mon paquet moun a posté, y a acheté papier hygiénique, y a acheté Globe Haiti. Moi fait nous connait n'a perdre du temps nous. Les gens aider bien. Ou que doit $10,000 ou $10,000 aider pour réaliser ou que doit dépenser $500 ou aider plus. Help smart. We don't need food and water and toilet paper in Haiti. We have food, water, toilet paper. If you're helping, help us with something that we need. We need tents. We need medical supplies. So stop wasting money on food, toilet paper, and water. Haiti has food, by the way. A lot of people may not know that. I could tell you, when I bring some artists, they're surprised that we're eating. Stop selling Haiti that we don't have food and water. Stop wasting donations money on food and water. You can sponsor 10 kids with Naika. You can buy tents. You can spend money. That's it. This was my time. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for another episode of No Filter. À demain. Ciao.